Hello and welcome to Afghanistan News Today. Today is Sunday, the 26th of January 2025. Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Said Abbas Araghchi met with Mullah Hassan Akhund, the interim government's acting prime minister, during his visit to Kabul. This marked the first high-profile visit by an Iranian official to Afghanistan since the interim government's rise to power. During the meeting, held at the presidential palace, both sides engaged in discussions on key political and regional issues, including Iran's water rights from the Helmand River, the situation of Afghan migrants in Iran, and strengthening bilateral relations. Mullah Hassan expressed a desire to deepen political ties with Tehran, highlighting the potential for such visits to bolster diplomatic cooperation. Araghchi praised the close relationship between Iran and the interim government, stating that Afghanistan had achieved stability after decades of war. He emphasized that recent developments in Afghanistan presented an opportunity to expand cooperation. He also reassured that Iran has no intention of interfering in Afghanistan's internal affairs and called for the full implementation of the Helmand River Water Treaty. In response, Mullah Hassan assured Iran of the interim government's goodwill regarding water issues, pledging to cooperate constructively. However, the interim government requested that Iran gradually repatriate Afghan refugees due to the strain caused by their overwhelming numbers. This visit underscores Iran's efforts to maintain and expand diplomatic ties with the interim government, despite ongoing challenges such as water disputes and border security concerns. In another research report, Donald Trump, addressing a gathering in Washington, called on the interim government to return U.S. military equipment left in Afghanistan, warning of financial aid cuts if they fail to comply. His remarks highlighted dissatisfaction with Joe Biden's handling of the withdrawal. However, the demand seems impractical, as much of the equipment has been lost, sold, or is no longer operational. The interim government have not responded but fear the humanitarian impact of losing U.S. aid. They remain cautious about Trump, recalling the Doha Agreement of 2020, which enabled the U.S. military's withdrawal. Abbas Araghchi, an interim government official, praised Trump's decisiveness, expressing a desire for better relations and urging the reopening of the U.S. Embassy in Kabul. Interim government leaders aim to strengthen ties with a potential Trump administration to enhance their global legitimacy and counter internal hardliners. In a new report, interim government bans female education in private institutions. The interim government administration has issued a new directive prohibiting female students from attending private universities across Afghanistan. This comes after previous restrictions barring girls from secondary schools and public universities. International organizations and human rights groups have strongly condemned the move, calling it a violation of basic human rights. Critics argue that this ban further isolates Afghanistan from global academic and economic progress. Earthquake strikes Badakhshan province. A powerful earthquake measuring 5.9 on the Richter scale struck Badakhshan province in northeastern Afghanistan, causing widespread destruction in remote villages. Preliminary reports indicate at least 25 casualties, with dozens more injured. Rescue efforts are underway, but difficult terrain and limited resources are hampering relief operations. The interim government has called for international aid to assist the affected communities. Thanks for being with Afghanistan News Today. Till the next latest news, have a good time. Goodbye.